working on, focusing on today in the lab is your introduction, right? We'll talk a little bit more about it when we're in there, but I want every group to show me their funnel by the end of the class, all right? So we'll talk about it day one, introduction. Should be a funnel, should go broad to narrow. So this is as broad of a topic as I can. And it gets a little bit more narrow, a little bit more narrow. And at the end, I have my purpose statement. What I want y'all to work on is for each of these steps in the funnel, I want you to have a couple of references. Okay? At least one, preferably two or more, for each step down. Right? We can go back over and look at the grip strength, open hand, closed hand, pull-up study that we broke down the second day of class to kind of give you a little bit more information there. All right? But does this make sense? So it needs just to be handwritten. I don't necessarily need, but I want to see, if I'm doing, look at baseball throwing. And maybe I'm looking at the differences between left-handed and right-handed pitchers.
What is this for?
And so here is, and Brandon, even though you were a jerk and sitting in the back of the classroom. Okay. Right? So here are my two studies that are give me sort of the differentiation between left-handed and right-handed pitchers. And now maybe I'm looking at here, maybe I'm looking at knee force. Okay, how much force is applied to the knee on landing. I only have one study, but it's a pretty good study. All right. Thanks to the work of McLeod and colleagues in 2012. All right, they did a really good job on that study. All right. However, one thing that they didn't look at, right? They looked at lead knee. I want to look at push off. Okay, I want to look at that back knee. Okay? And again, now I'm looking to see if there's anything like this, and I may not find it in baseball, okay? But I may find it in track and field. I may find it in discus. I may find it in shot put or something, all right? And so now, right? So I found it in shot put. But now I can put this all together, and at the very end here is my purpose statement, right? So my purpose statement for this study is to examine the impact of the push-off knee, push-off knee as it relates to force applied between left and right-handed pitchers. Does that make sense? So each step down the funnel is going to be anchored with at least one, preferably two references. This will help when it comes to getting the 10 that you need for your final project. All right? So this is what I want y'all working on when we're in the lab. Okay? I'll be bebopping around. You guys holler at me. I'll come work out some things. Hey, I've got this article. I'm not really sure where it goes, but I know I want to use it. Let's break it down together and see where we can kind of get it fit here.
They said it was an experiment.
Is this loud? Too loud?
I don't believe there's any hotter place in the world than Farm Field on a Saturday afternoon. It's built over a swampy area just beside the campus there. And gosh, I remember being dead tired after warm-ups. There's always that threat of dying. I mean, you have no idea how brutal the heat can be.
We put 20 football players in the infirmary.
And that was really what set up this whole problem solving.
Really,
Coach Don.
How many of you did know why it was called Gatorade? Okay. Yeah. Naturally, we called our product Gatorade. So, so that's kind of the scientific process, isn't it? Right? That's what you guys are doing with your final projects is you sit there and go, hey, what's this problem? Or what's this question? And how can I come up with a solution? How can I come up with an answer? All right? So, what did you think about it? What do you think? What do you think? What's that? You probably don't need a Gatorade. Not right now. I think what you probably need is a little bit of caffeine. So. All right. Well, let me start, and then hopefully I don't have to keep pushing this boulder. All right. Hopefully somebody will come and help me push it a little bit. All right. It was not uncommon, as they mentioned in the video. It was not uncommon in the 1940s, 1950s, even in the 1960s, where athletes were not given water. All right, because water made you weak. Right, and like they said in the video, well, the idea was the longer and harder you